Alright, so in this video today, I will be showing off the Bliss Online game, the game that some of you probably have heard that made a negative fall, but there are still positive people like myself that still play the game and believe it'll have a future. But that's determined upon the devs. So I have my several characters here. I originally was going to go Paladin, and then I decided to go, well, I first decided to go Guardian, which is a tank class. And then I thought about, I'll show it here. Then I thought about going a Paladin, and then I realized, you know what, I want to go with the beneficial of the guild. At the time I was inside a guild called Fortune, and they had almost every class besides a mage. I think there was also a time there's only one ranger and everybody was either a guardian or a paladin. So I went ahead and made a mage and grinded hell out of the game and finally made it 45 yes, Monday. Hey, there, Monday. Which was, what was Monday? June 4th, 2018. So when I first got the game, I got it from Kyler Hex. You can find him on Twitch by Kyler Hex, and I won the key from his giveaway. I got it, downloaded it, and I had to wait a day or so until everybody else was allowed to get into the game. So I waited patiently. I'm on the union side. I'll even show the server selection on this server right here. And anyways, the guild needed a mage, so I went mage. And for grinding 45 out, when I first got the key, I grinded 72 hours, no sleep at all. And then throughout that week, I did 4 other 24 hours. So I got pretty, I'll be honest, I got pretty bored of the game, but I was forcing myself to keep playing. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'll actually first take you through character creation, and then I'll go ahead and jump on my 45. So you're able to select either one, but once you select one, you have to be on the site. You can't select the other one. So this is the other faction. I'm on the Union faction. I want to make sure something right quick. Right here is the Guardian class as a human. I need to check something on my second monitor right quick. I had to make sure I was naming him correctly. Yes, Kyler Hex. I got the key from. I want to point that out because he's a cool guy and he streams occasionally. I mean, he was streaming for a while. Don't know what happened to him. Any case, I joke around a little bit about that. But anyways, so here's the Guardian class. Human Guardian. Humans can play Guardians. Berserkers are DPS, and then they can also play Paladins, which is, you know, in a sort of case here, they can be a support tank, or they can heal most of the time to heal, and be a ranger. Self-explanatory. And and a mage. I'll also show them in the female versions. Assassin, Mythic, and Warlock are currently being worked on and are not in the game yet. And you want to know why there's no music? Because I forgot that I turned it off. There we go. Alright, here's Elf. Some races cannot play as other things. Like the elf cannot play as a berserker.
Good pet.
Furry creatures. Small people. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and edit this one. Here is your, customizing your character looks. Already preset ones. Let's go like, blue, why not? I look like an alien. Let me zoom in with this guy a little bit. Hair. Several different type of hair designs you can put on their character. Several different hair colors as well. And didn't know you could actually do this. I personally like white hair, but that's just my preferred liking. But it's nice to know that they have something like this in the game. Here you can do your eyebrows, eyes, different eye colors, pupil, eyeball. These are different types of eyes you can put on your character. Different noses. All kinds of different mouths. Your ears. And the jaw. Makeup, so a little bit of design difference. Not many to pick from, but it's all good. Eyeliner, eyelashes, lenses, different type of lenses for your character's eyeballs. Go all white. How about that? Lip gloss. Decorations. all characters have different types of decorations on them. Oh, it's just the fur. Oh, that's cool. Beard, beard, okay. You want your little creature of beard, okay. Scars. And my tail. I have a tail. Oh, I do have a tail. Oh. Interesting. For the fun and purpose, I suppose I will stick with this tail. And then you can edit in every possible way you want to. Same with the face. I'm not going to edit any of these. Show and tell. Enter name. No. Dyra. I don't.
Have you been to Padana? Stand behind me. Now this is skill. Have you been to Padana?
This selects the voice and the pitch, how it sounds for emotion or shouting.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I love that. And then there's the character. I guess I can go ahead and play it a little bit. If there's any cutscenes, I may skip them just because I don't like doing spoiler alerts. In fact, I'm going to just let it play on.
It'll be done in no time. Oh, you woke up. We are approaching the new continent. Oh, this is heavy. Was quite surprised to find you there. I didn't expect to see anyone alive.
A swarm of beetles is approaching from the right side!
What? Don't worry. Beetles. Anything like that. They're coming up.
Run away, everybody! Save me!
Curses. We're in trouble.
Every race has a different way of starting out. So this session I'm like totally new to this. It's tab targeting for combat. The only person that has action combat is the I believe the Berserker.
This kind of thing happens occasionally. Nobody fights like you do. We are about to arrive in Sen.
Under most circumstances, the Union faction controls the south, and the other faction controls the north. Under the control, I morally mean that's where they are, and Union is where we are, or the south is where the Union is. There's no controlled territories yet, so. So this is the map. I actually wondered what started up here whenever I play my other character. That's interesting now. This is the map. Right around here-ish and below, kind of ish. Let's go with something like right here is where the Union has control, all down here. And about same right in here-ish is where they have control, or not right control, but that's where they're all safe at. That's where we're all safe at. And right here in the middle is neutral territory, which also means P versus P is active. You can buy peace treaties, basically peace treaties for a 10-minute lasting, but so you can stay out of P versus V, but sometimes that doesn't work. Anyways, this is the map. Looks like I've been started over here.
I see you got here safely. Welcome to your new home. I'll give you it's the largest company in this city.
I'm gonna skip all the chats. Just kind of looking around. I'm kind of here for right now. Don't need that. Don't really need that map either. There is no fall damage, so if you fall, you don't take damage yet, so I'm not sure if they're going to implement that to the game or not. But, oh, Nico can also breathe under the water forever too, so. This is the inventory. Get through this little blue thingamabobber. It's a little triggering me right there. This is your quests. Main quest, guide, side quest, hunt quest, and royal quest. No idea what royal quest is, but that's level 45 stuff. Hunt quest are things that help, one of the things will help your guild get experience points from. This is the special shop, or the, what is that called, like currency shop. These are the things, these are the things that help you get peace in the P versus P zone, but these are for, I would say these are more for the 45, because once you get level 45 you can't use the normal pledges. You actually have to use, you would actually have to use this one. The normal ones cost very little money, so don't buy these if you're like, oh man, I have to, want to stay out P versus P. There's actually another way. They're green ones, they're like peace declaration. These are honor points for killing people in PvP or killing people in real world, or this world. There's PvP ground, which you can also get PvP points from. And these are dungeon points. Every time you complete a dungeon or hunt quest, you will get some dungeon points out of. This is actually pretty cool. I've never been here before. Seeing other races' territories, it's actually pretty cool looking. My main is elf, so what normal elves like, you know, like up in the sky and all that high, cool looking stuff, I suppose. It's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my other character. There isn't very much to do at level 45, but at this point in time in the game, the thing I tend to do at 45 is not only do I try to gear up my gear to a higher gear score, because all the gear has a gear score and you have to have enough of that to be able to enter some dungeons, and overall everyone will always be trying to get better at gear score in general. So I've been trying to do that. But I've also been going back and helping the guild out, helping them level and keep. I've been actually being that protective role now, is trying to keep them out of PvP. I'll die for them. This is a mount costume. It's not actually my mount, but it's one of the mount costumes I have. I have several different mounts. Mounts in this world, you can go out to capture them with no problem. In any case, let's go over here and ignore that for now. We're having some management problems, but there aren't really problems at all, just chilling, really. My guild leader and co-leader have left the game for a little bit. I've been trying to take care of it, which has been working out pretty well, though I've had some setbacks. But in any case, back to story for now. So I'm not totally mean to that guild member. I don't like too mean to people. This is one of the main cities I'm in. In any case, out here on this game, it's like Pokemon. You can just basically go out and capture any type of mount you want and any type of companion. I want to take off my mount costume. Well, yeah, I'll just take off my mount costume. I had a mount and a pet costume running. So this is my horse. Everybody gets this at like the very beginning. And I have a like stone golem. Have a hippo. Of course, everyone's watching me now, so I'll just go away. Yeah, I'll walk over here for now. It's probably like, what is that fat hippo doing here? Alright, and then I have, what is this other one? Captured this one yesterday. Weird little creature, but yeah, whatever that thing is. Alright, so after that, then I got, these are the pets that you can have. Alright, it's one of the pets I've gotten. You can have as all types of different types of pets out there. So all the pets use a, you have stamina. They have to either, if you use them too long, then they'll have to like, you have to, you know, let them go for a little bit, or you don't have to let them go, but dismount it basically and let it, you know, rest, or you can like go over here and, you know, click energy and then use these to refuel the energy, which, wow, that's pretty low. I'll go ahead and refuel it. And then you can start doing activities like running with it, using these skills for it. Skills are a little hard to get, but eventually you can upgrade them and enchant them and all that jazz. Flying mounts, if I'm correct, you can only get flying mounts in P vs P only. That's the only time I remember seeing or hearing about it. There are flying mounts in the game eventually. Some other pets. Creepy looking, but some other pets. These are dailies. Rip my weekly. That sucks. Know that. Had a good weekly almost done, but oh well. This is the Union map. Or a map in general, but so besides everything Union around here, I do tend to see the other faction over in this area as well. I don't know how the heck they get over here so quickly, but somehow they get over here. This is the Elven city. It is literally 3 levels, and almost like anybody would think of an Elven city, it's high tech. A little bit high tech. It's a beautiful place. It has float in the all the layers are all floating rocks, so I would think it would be like an Elven city. Two other places I have no idea what use is for, but I've seen them on the map. The other thing I don't know what's useful is these. I've never been up here or even known how to get up there. And yes, you can, as any faction, you can go into either territory. But if you go into like enemy territory, they can attack you anytime unless you have the peace treaty on you, then they can attack you. But if you go into their territory, you can't attack them. They're all basically unattackable. They have to engage you, I believe, before you can engage back. So it might not be a good idea going up there without a peace treaty on you. Let's see here. Showed you that. Here's the skill tree. For mages, there's fire, and mixed tactic, and ice, and air, which sometimes I call electricity because lightning is used here as well. And those two I don't really know entirely because, you know, you can't ever make it there yet. Max is 40 and that's SL of 1, so won't be making it there anytime soon. Is it non-chain skills? All these have chains. Once you use this ability, then you get to use 3 different other abilities, and then you get to use the next ability after that. Is they're always with you. Blink is good. Obviously, all mages always have a type of a dodge ability. That's our dodge ability. All other classes have a different type of dodge ability. Abilities help you in different ways. Like this one gives me more intelligence or more health. This one's also health and then more intelligent there. But it helps you in little spots here and there. Guild. As I said before, I was in the Fortune Guild. We're level 3. I know guilds are light. There's a guild on this server that's called Force. They're around 7, maybe even 8 now. I'm not entirely sure. You can get to what, level 10, I think? Maybe level 15, I can't remember. In any case, high number from us. We've been working pretty hard, but sometimes hard to work on the guild. Sorry for the yawning in my mic. We have 25 members at this time, but maybe we'll get more eventually. We can only have up to 30 people right now. Then we can't go any higher for till we level up the guild again or somebody leaves. It's kind of how the guild roster looks like right now. Influency tells us how many times the guild has helped the guild level up and XP and all that jazz. Influence is just XP, or how much they've actually worked on the XP. Management, position, guild history, almost none of it works in reality. This is the only part that does work, but it has some sketchy stuff since, you know, game isn't fully out yet. In war, you can declare war on somebody if you really wanted to. This is the auction house. Get loads up. Buy, sell status. I have stuff selling, but they'll probably never sell because I suck at trying to remember how to play the auction house and what I've bought in over centuries of time I've been playing. These are different dungeons, the levels of the dungeons. If you do play, you'll always want to ask for a group over on chat, or then saying search party. Search party, you will never ever find anybody because it's messed up. It doesn't work. Wars only happen ever so often. Timers, shown here. This is the only time when battleground type PvP happens. You don't just join in like some of the other games where they're always available. You actually have to wait for certain times to join P vs P at this time. Friends list, and block list. Oh, I already showed you this. Get sucked into it. Equipment. Oh, 37 plus. I have 45 gear, but I don't wear it because of the durability. If I do need it on, I'll switch it over, but I'd rather keep my durability, you know, pretty high on that. So what happens is, if you repair it, there's a chance it might mess up, and you might slip your hammer, and you know, you don't hit it exactly correctly or something. In any case, you lose durability. Like right here, my max is 56, but I only have max of 74. There is a way to get back to 56. Can't really remember off the top of my head right now, but there is a way to get back to 56. But that just shows an example that over time you might mess up making repairing your gear and durability go lower, and then I don't want that happening with my 45 gear. And the higher gear you have, the more expensive it is to repair it. And this gear is so much cheaper than have 3 pieces of high gear on me already is like gold in repair-ish. Pretty high. I think it's a little bit higher than a gold. Costumes, if you like costumes on, you know. And life is your daily crafting. I'm an enchanter and an alchemist. Taming, yeah, everybody has that, but if you want to become like a Pokemon master, you know, you can actually probably do that if you really want to. If that's your dream, to just go out there and catch everything you can. I'll throw this costume on. This is just show how the costume looks there. Something. So it's nice. I don't like, sometimes I don't like using my big guys out in the world. Too big. Yeah, for example, like that. I mean, that's cool, but yeah. Just open world area. I want to go over a little bit farther away from the city. So right here, this symbol will mean I can tame it as a mount, which I'll go ahead and use my mounting scroll. You have to hit the screen in the middle there 4 times. You'll get the mount. Go ahead and show it again. You just spacebar it. Same goes with pets. These are pets. Symbol of the pet. And that's fail, and that's not a fail. Fail too many times, you can lose your tame. And if you let there's a green bar at the very bottom, which I guess I'll go ahead and show. this green bar here, if you don't do it in time, then it will also fail you. Sometimes I have noticed that weakening the monster is sometimes easier, but I'm not confirming that is a way to do it. I just feel like when I do weaken the monster, I can tame it easier. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not, I just feel it is. Never seen that before. So when we fly, we always fly with dragons. So see a griffin like that, that's interesting because I've never seen one. I'll go and show a little bit of combat. Even though I'll kill these pretty fast. I'm level 45, you know, and these are like, what, 28s? Yeah, I want to kill these very quickly. Yeah, so sums it up right there. This is Bless Online. A little bit of a taste of what Bless Online is for now. I would say if I had to give a rating right now, maybe like 6 out of 10, maybe 5.5 out of 10, but you know, going with stronger numbers, 6. Can't give it more because, or I don't want to give it less because there's already a lot of negative. I don't see the game negative. Yes, there is bad parts about the game, but I personally, I don't feel those really. At the very beginning I may have a little bit, but the changes lately have been in a good, so I'm okay with it right now. So for right now, yes, 6 out of 10. I can't give any more because the game's not finished, so until it's finished I'll give a better review, but for now, 6 out of 10, it's good. I'll see, hang out with people, meet new people, hang out, kill things, P vs P, become a Pokemon master. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you next time.